I'm just not growing with the job. Yes, it pays the bills, but
How can you use the isolation time
yeah,
to
to be better.
you quit your job today? Awesome. What do you pour your energy into?
I just want to be a better musician. I've been at this job for the last three and a half years, and the job has been what has supported, my music.
Yeah.
And now I'm at a point where, it's time to go ahead and take off and actually do this music thing full time. So the plan was to actually leave the job and move to Europe, you know.
Wow, dude. Europe. All right.
Yeah, but like Corona happened,
Yeah.
So now I'm just waiting, and I know personally I don't want to have to go back into work, but I got provided with the opportunity to work from home till the end of the year. Now, this wasn't something that I was expecting that I would get. So on the one hand, it's like, okay, well, this is great. Well, I can stay from home and work. On the other hand, you know, I feel so deep in my comfort zone. I don't have any interest in like leveling up or like, pushing, what I do with the company for. I have none, zero, you know. And so it is that question of, well, why are you still doing it? Because of the paycheck. Do I have enough money to sustain me for a while if I were to go ahead and go through this stuff full time? Yes, that was a plan. I've been working on this for the past 18 months. And so now I feel like I have all the cards in my hand. Yes, I could work from home till the end of the year, but I don't want to. I want to channel that time to becoming an even better musician, and expanding, my, production company, into being what I really want it to be. So I guess the question for you is like, from my vantage point, like how do you think I should go ahead and approach this?
I don't think it's a big deal either way, to be honest,
Mm.
because you're going to be leaving.
Yeah.
You're going to do Europe. Like I didn't know the whole story coming into before doing this live, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's that big a deal, dude. Like you're doing the music thing. You're gonna get Europe back on track, whether it's in a month or 3 months or who knows, however long until things open up and you can get over there. But it's happening, so it just gives you a little bit more runway. If you want to stick with it, awesome. Gives you a little bit more runway. You can still work on your music. Like you're not working 100 hours a week at this job.
No, no, I'm not. I'm not. But the thing about it is, their initiatives, they're building out. They're building out what the job is going to look like post Corona. To where we have to implement all these different things. That people don't necessarily have to come in per se. And that's going to take a lot out of me to be able to, at the position that I'm at, to be able to implement that for the company. And, the resources it's going to take out of me, I'd much rather channel that towards what I
Okay,
really
but how
want
many
to do.
hours is it going to take? If you stayed in that job full time, let's say to the end of the year, worst case, how many hours is that taking out of your week?
Worst case scenario, probably 55
Okay.
per
And
week.
are you paid by the hour? Are you paid by the project or what?
No, I'm salary. So,
Salary. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Even the worst case scenario,
Hmm.
it's not that bad, dude.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And,
Like
and
it's not like what you need to summon is the guy who like stopped on the street corner and like ran into Starbucks and being late for the meeting. Like that's the guy that
yeah,
needs to show up, right?
yeah,
It's not going to be that draining on you if you have to do it. It's fine. Like it's just really a strategic decision. Do you need the money? Is it going to help you right now? You're probably not making much from the music business yet. The opportunity kind of dried up.
yeah,
So this extends your runway, and end of the year you'll be in Europe anyway. Like you're not going to be at this company end of the year.
yeah.
I mean, that's really worst case scenario that this stays like this until end of the year. So whether it's a couple months or you just cut loose right now, doesn't matter. You've already decided. That's the point. It's like
And that's the
you're doing
thing.
this.
You know,
You've already decided.
I decided 18 months ago, and yes, I mean the job is a job, but I have my kid that I have full custody of that. That's another full time job.
Yep.
Plus other things that kind of don't want to disclose, to the public, but, accumulating all of that, the stay at home schooling, all these different pieces of it, I mean, back in the day, I could actually do the job and like kiddo was at school. So, I came back and I picked her up and, we kicked off, but, we're locked in 24/7, so it's, those are those different challenges. And like, when I'm done with that, when I'm done with her school and when I'm done with other stuff, like I'm drained, I'm done mentally, and so for me, it's like, well, I don't need I'd like to extend my runway, right? But I don't need to because I have enough resources to last me for the next 2 years, if I never had a 9 to 5, and so it just really boils down to like, why are you still doing this, right? I don't see myself working. If I wanted to grow, I work IT. If I wanted to grow in the IT space, I'll be working for Google or Twitter. You see what I mean? Like, if I wanted to grow in that level, so I'm not growing.
You don't want to grow. We're not in
Yes.
this like growth. Where's T-Clef in 5 years? You're definitely not there for sure. But you've already made that. That choice has already been made up. You've already made that. I mean, you've been planning this for 18 months. You've already set up and whatever. Listen, my whole book tour got canceled. All my speaking gigs are off. Like everybody's life has been thrown for a loop with this whole thing, right? That's what it is. Great. You adjust and you keep going. If you're working from home, when you apply the T-Clef hustle, you can get an 8-hour day down into like 5.5 hours of actual work. Because they're not watching you and you don't have your commute and you just hustle and grind and get it done. If you need it, what the only thing that's bothering me, to be honest, in this whole thing is like, I don't like that. I need the T-Clef grind and hustle like vibe back. You kind of
like that's lost.
You kind of give up on it a little bit.
I'm in my comfort zone right now, and that's why I want to have this conversation because I'm just comfortable, and I don't like that.
You need to be the guy who stopped me in Starbucks. Like that's the guy who's like on his way to a meeting or whatever you're about to do, and it's like, no, I gotta make this happen right now. Who knows? I might have punched you in the face. Like you don't even know what's gonna happen.
Hey man.
No, but it's like
take that.
T-Clef saw an opportunity and the dude struck. Right. That's the like tenacity that's missing because all the energy I'm getting from you today is more like, well, this is draining and that's draining and it's gonna suck me dry and like, dude, you can do all of it if you wanted to.
I know I could, but do I want to? That's the thing. Do I want to?
That part doesn't matter. Like, you want to, yes, no. It's not going to last longer than a couple months anyway, even if you stuck with it. As soon as you get your European gig, you're off and doing that thing. What the thing that needs to come back is like the tiger, man, the wolf, like the energy, the animal needs to come back out and say, this, you've been through worse than this, dude, in terms of like draining moments in your life. So whatever, it doesn't matter, man. You want to stick with it for 3 months, 6 months. You feel like you have a chance now to go off and now, like, what would you do? Maybe you just want to spend time with your kid. Maybe this is a great moment to spend time with your kid and just bond for the next couple of months while they're out of school. Or maybe you want to hone in on your music and double down and like, how can you use the isolation time
to be better, to be a better musician.
But I think it's just making the decision out of a place of like, what would the most confident, bold, wild, anger bear like T-Clef show up and do, and making it from that.
That guy is gonna call and turn in those 2 weeks today.
Then do it, dude. Then do it, and then feel it, and feel the energy, and then pour that into whatever. And if that's your business, if that's your child, if that's yourself, and you go on a 2-month meditation retreat, like, I don't care. But making the bold decisions from that place, because that's where your music comes from. You don't make music from this spot, dude.
No. I do not.
Right? And so
it comes from pain. It comes from back being pushed to the wall. Like those are the things I write about.
Comes from emotion. Comes from an emotional place, man.
Yep.
And the best songs. I mean, that's what hooked me on your stuff. I didn't even know I didn't even know what you were saying in your songs, right? It was in English, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I had that song on repeat for a good chunk of my tour. Like, I don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
Right. Like, great art makes people feel because it comes from an emotional place.
Yeah.
And now it's treating your whole life as art as opposed to just the music you're making.
Yeah.
So every decision you make has to come from an emotional place.
Yeah.
And so that fire, that bear, that wolf, whatever comes out. If that's what, so you quit your job today. Awesome. What do you pour your energy into?
Everything that, is just the music, pick up the guitar. I can't play the guitar. I've always wanted to do that. So I just want to be a better musician. I don't suck right now, but, I feel like it's ways that I need to go. And, I can't. I've always wanted to get there and, get back to writing a song a day and like all these things that I wanted to do. And, I'm just not growing with the job. Yes, it pays the bills, but, like we said, I've been planning for this moment for 18 months and, so
you quit today, you go all into the music, but then you got to attack it, dude. You got to attack it.
Oh yeah,
like,
absolutely.
No, like
absolutely.
you treat it like you wake up and it's not just, I can sleep in because it's.
Oh, no.
Right?
No.
Attack it like a song a day, dude. Guitar, like I'm Hendrix by the end of this quarantine.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, that's all, and like we prefaced it with this conversation. My heart already knew like what I had to do, but sometimes you just have to talk it over with someone you trust, So thank you for taking the time.
I'm so pumped up for you, dude. I'm so fired up. I love it, man. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, what's in Europe, dude? Why Europe? What's happening there? Tell me.
I think for what I do, well, a lot of people don't know. I actually had a festival to do out there in Iceland. I never announced it because, when other festivals started canceling, I didn't want to announce, and then, it got canceled. So I'm supposed to do 15,000 people in Iceland. It's called the Secret Solstice Festival. So it was me, Lil Pump, TLC, Black Bear, a few other guys, and yeah, that got canceled. So I actually do a lot more numbers in Europe than I do in America.
Huh.
And, the music that I make is way more accepted in Europe than it is in America, and I mean, more importantly, like, I did 2 European tours last year. So, that's just really where, that's the market. That's where I feel like I'm making the most impact right now. So I'm just doubling down on that. And, I'm still American. So, I'll always come back to America and do shows. But, sometimes, you have to go out to come in. So
are you moving to America? Moving to Europe?
Well, I'm not. There's no home base anymore. I mean, besides creating the foundation for my daughter here, I'm just worldwide. I'm Nigerian, so I'm gonna be bouncing between these different continents, and just.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
I'm so pumped to see your journey, dude. I'm so pumped to see your journey.
Absolutely, man.
Send me lots of love, dude.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. Bye.
All right. Much love.
If you want to see another awesome one-on-one I did with an entrepreneur just like you, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.